shining so bright. Whether you're new or you're back again, it's love, it's family, let the fun begin.
We're here to connect, bring joy to your day. Style, soul, and stories in a unique way. From New Orleans roots to the world we inspire. Every click, every view takes us higher and higher. This is your space where you can feel free. A community built with authenticity. So grab your coffee, hit play and unwind. Your seat at the table is one of a kind.
Like, comment, subscribe, it's your time to shine. Be part of the family, one of a kind. Whether it's your first time or you've been here before, we've got so much love waiting for you and more. Mocha's Nola Bells, where the queens unite. Serving Southern charm with a touch of that spice. We're about that love, we're about that style. Come along for the ride and stay for a while. Mocha's Nola Bells, it's the vibe for you.
If you're new, pull up, make yourself at home. This is where we vibe, where the bells have grown. And if you're returning, thanks for coming through. We wouldn't be here without queens like you. We're serving you content that uplifts and inspires. From beauty and life hacks to chasing desires. This is more than a channel, it's where magic begins. Together we rise, together we win.
Like, comment, subscribe, it's your time to shine. Be part of the family, one of a kind. Whether it's your first time or you've been here before, we've got so much love waiting for you and more. Mocha's Nola Bells, where the queens unite. Serving Southern charm with a touch of that spice. We're about that love, we're about that style. Come along for the ride and stay for a while. Mocha's Nola Bells, it's the vibe for you.
Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Every little click shows how much you care. We're building this space, making something divine. Welcome to the Bells, you're already in line. So if you're new, welcome, glad you stopped by. Into the OG fam, you're the reason we fly. Hit that button, subscribe, and come back again. It's Mocha's Nola Bells, where the magic begins.
She said, Miss, I need help, not homework. That was a cry for help, not no classwork. Laid on the floor, tears in her eyes, but they passed her off like she told no lies. Mama scrolling, teacher blind, system broke, turned off the sign. She ain't run, she was pushed through cracks. Now they act like they don't know facts. Yeah. Oh. Whispers in court, lies on the stand. Tryna say she vanished, y'all don't understand. Screenshots missing, evidence gone, but her pain still speaking through every song. Say her name like you scared of light, but the truth gon' shine in the dead of night. We still asking, we still press. She ain't no runaway, she was suppressed. Still ain't right what they did to that child. Still ain't right, we've been screaming for miles. Still ain't right, they erased her life, but I swear on my life, she's still gon' rise. Still ain't right what they did to that child. Still ain't right, we've been screaming for miles. Still ain't right, they erased her life, but I swear on my life, she's still gon' rise. The shop has secrets, so did that crib. Chains on the freezer, tell me who lives like this. Motel clips and a glitchy feed, but they lost the footage when they caught the lead. Who you protecting? The ones with charm, while a young girl vanished without alarm. We seen the shade, but you can't hide truth. It don't fade. Still ain't right what they did to that child. Still ain't right, we've been screaming for miles. Still ain't right, they erased her life, but I swear on my life, she's still gon' rise. Still ain't right what they did to that child. Still ain't right, we've been screaming for miles. Still ain't right, they erased her life, but I swear on my life, she's still gon' rise.
Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday. I hope you all had an enjoyable rest of your weekend. Hope you're well rested. Hope all the children are fine. Your family's doing fine. Guys, we were blessed to see yet one more day. And for that, that's more than enough to be grateful. For those of you that are new here, welcome. For my returning viewers, welcome back. Here at MOCA and the NOLA Bells, we're family. Everybody here is definitely somebody. There's no big I's, no little U's. We live here in love. We unite with respect. If you have not yet hit that like button, please do so for your girl. And if you forgot, go ahead and tiptoe on up out of this door, ring the bell, come back in. Your seat is still waiting for you. Share out the live stream. Subscribe to the channel. Grab a membership. Every little bit helps the channel grow. And we're all here on one accord. And that's being a voice for the voiceless. And for that, I appreciate each and every one of you that stands with MOCA as we scream today, justice for Naziyah. We're never here for a long time, at least that's not what we plan. But we do intend on making the best of the time that we are here. That we definitely do. So before we get started and doing what y'all know that we do, and that is, greet each and every one of here with love and compassion, we're going to open up the live stream tonight with a prayer, as usual, because we have to keep our spaces covered, because this is who we are. And once again, guys, happy Monday to each and every one of you. Father God, we come to you at the start of this brand new week, my God, with thankful hearts and uplifted spirits. Lord, you have carried us through dangers seen and unseen. And for that, my God, we say thank you. Thank you for the breath in our bodies, my God, and thank you for strength in our steps. Thank you, Father God, for the community you built right here with MOCA and the NOLA Bells, where voices are lifted up and truth and justice is being sought. Now, Lord, I ask that you cover each and every person under the sound of my voice this evening. From my supporters to the moderators, from our families and to the families of the missing. Touch our households, Lord. Touch our children. Touch all of our elders. And Lord, I ask a special blessing on each and every one of us. Touch our health, Lord. Touch our finances. Oh, Father, where there is lack, I ask that you send provisions. Where there is sickness, my God, send healing. And where there is confusion, Heavenly Father, I ask that you intervene with peace. Lord, you know we're standing in the gap for Naziyah. And for every child silenced by lies and darkness, we declare this week that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. No scheme of the enemy will take root, and no trick of the devil will prevail. Shine your light into every hidden place, Father God, and expose what's crooked. And Father, I ask in the mighty name of Jesus that you bring to justice those who thought they could hide behind power, behind money, and behind titles. Father God, I ask that you cover what we do here, Lord. As we continue to fight for truth, we ask that you give us strength when we are weary, courage when we are scared, and wisdom when we don't know what to do. Father God, I ask that you bless this chat family. Bless our homes. Bless our comings and our goings, Lord. And Father, as we step into this new week, let it be filled with clarity. Let it be filled with breakthroughs, Lord, revelations and protection. And let us continue to walk in victory and not defeat, in faith yet not in fear, in truth and not deception. And tonight, I seal this prayer in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen, amen, and amen again. Happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. You all are so appreciated more than you all know. We're here. We're here. And I thank God for allowing us to be here. Happy Monday once again. Marty, happy Monday, my love. Look at my beautiful sisters living life in Florida and Sean B. Hey, sisters. Welcome. Happy Monday. Tracy, happy Monday, boo. Smooth Carter, welcome, my love. Hey, Ruba, happy Monday, baby. Hey, Kristen, happy Monday, love. April Webster, happy Monday, beautiful. Sunshine Sean, happy Monday, my love. Hey, Leanne, welcome, baby. Happy Monday. My beautiful sister Amini, happy Monday, boo. And look, Alicia, lady up in the house. Happy Monday, sis. Renata, happy Monday, baby. Happy Monday to you. My girl Wendy's up in here. Happy Monday, Wendy. Venetia, hey, baby. Happy Monday, Red, my girl. Happy Monday, my love. PJ, my sis. Happy Monday, beautiful. Hey, Pamela. Happy Monday, my love. Happy Monday, Dolores. And thank you for hitting that like button, beautiful. Debbie, happy Monday, my love. Hey, Cynthia, happy Monday. Welcome, Ree. Happy Monday. Realist. Welcome, baby. Happy Monday. Look at Dale up in the house. Happy Monday, Dale. Akeisha, my love. Happy Monday, baby. My beautiful sister Charlotte's Web is up in here. Happy Monday, love. Hey, Sassy. Happy Monday, sister. And look at I'm enough. Hey, baby. Happy Monday to you. You are enough. Stay encouraged. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Welcome, boo. Cynthia says, Mocha, I just found out today. 2 sisters went missing this week out of their room. Oh, wow. Oh, it's always something. It's always something, Cynthia. We have to stay prayed up. Look at my beautiful sister, Top. Hey, Top. Happy Monday, my love. We have to stay prayed up. The devil is mad. He's mad, and He's attacking. And he's coming get them one by one. We don't know why. We don't know how. We don't know when. We got to stay prayed up. Hey, Black Beauty, welcome, my love. Happy Monday to you, sis. Samantha, happy Monday, boo. Child, I'm trying to get to all of these names, but baby. Hey, my niece, Tarsha, happy Monday, boo. Hey, my beautiful Essie, welcome. Bernice, hey, my love, happy Monday. Hey, JoJo, happy Monday, boo. Hey, Nisha, happy Monday, my love. My beautiful Deidre, hey, sis. Beautiful soul, hey, my love. Welcome back, Melody. Happy Monday, boo. Justice for Naziyah up in here. Look at hip hop is all up in here. Welcome, 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 boo. Valerie Green, welcome, my love. Cool Girl Sisters, hey, baby. Happy Monday to you. Hey, Natasha, welcome, mama. Happy Monday, my love. Kenyatta Marie, hey, my girl. Happy Monday. No new friends. Welcome, 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 my love. Happy Monday to you. Keith Styles, welcome, baby. Happy Monday. Like Beauty Girl, can you imagine? Mocha was here the entire weekend. That is so rare, but I enjoyed it. Black Beauty, thank you, my love, for that super sticker, baby. Hey, my sister Rock. Happy Monday, boo. Hey, Carissa, welcome, baby. Welcome. Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday. All right, let's see where we at. I should be close to the bottom. Hey, Yolanda, welcome, boo. Happy Monday. My girl Tracy. Thank you for re-upping that membership, boo. And we appreciate each and every one of you. Charlotte Stewart, welcome, my love. Bridget, hey, baby, happy Monday. We appreciate each and every one of you that has taken your time to come and rock it out with Mocha and Nola Bells this evening. Chantrell, welcome, my love. Happy Monday, baby. Something always going on near 7 Miles, Cynthia, girl. Something Detroit, I don't understand. Every day, every day. All things are going on all over the world. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But it becomes scary when it's in the same place. It's like the devil is truly there. Hey, Tiff, welcome, my love. That's too much. Hip hop already. Hip hop says, I'm in here like Shannon's hand in a bag of chips. They shit. Hey, Queen Bee, welcome, boo. That's right, sister, living life. Here we're family. We're definitely family over here. Tonight, guys, I know y'all saw that thumbnail. $7,000 secret. And we want to talk about it. We definitely want to talk about it. The $7,000 secret. What was it really for? Why was it mentioned? And where is Naziyah? Where is Naziyah? Hey, Rosna, welcome, baby. You know, and I ask myself the question over and over and over again. I've been asking myself this question for 2 days. And Kenneth initially did that interview. Why did he feel? Why did he feel that it was so necessary to mention the $7,000? Hey, Spicy, welcome, my love. And then he put such a good twist on that $7,000. Why would a drug dealer approach him, of all people, with $7,000? And then, ironically, those same drug dealers ended up going to Annette's house in the name of Lady owed a debt. And they were going to take Naziyah until Lady came forward with their merchandise or their money. And what's sad is all of this is the $7,000 and the story that came out about the drug dealers and Lady owing a debt and they claiming to take Naziyah because that's who Lady loved most. That story there came from the family. That story, Melody says, MOCA. Hey, Tristan, welcome, boo. Happy Monday, sis. Melody says, MOCA, okay? Especially when he had already said something about $7,000. Melody, make it make sense. He done told us about the $7,000. So what's not making sense, Melody, is how is it that the drug dealers give him $7,000? And he made it known that the 7 came from drug dealers. And then here Shannon comes right behind him and say the most stupidest shit. The drug dealers came over to their house. And the drug dealer says that you know, if Lady don't return their merchandise or their money, that they're going to take what she loved. I mean, really? Y'all sit together and y'all came up with that? That's all y'all could have came up with. So all y'all did was drop a few little crumbs. Although the stories that y'all told didn't add up and didn't make sense, right? But y'all dropped crumbs. And the $7,000 is a key factor. $7,000 is a factor. It may have been more, it may have been less, but nonetheless, money was involved. Money didn't go into Evangelist's hands, in Kenneth's hands. Everything that he spoke of is things that he heard while sitting in Annette's house. And he came out and he repeated it. Came out and repeated it. And all he did not do was put their name on it. That's all he did. He just didn't put their name on it. Samantha says they gave that baby away for $7,000. That's crazy. I would have taken her in and gave her the love that she deserved without the money. Samantha, all of us. All of us. Because Samantha, that baby didn't deserve that. What living human is worth $7,000? Debbie said the Tasmanian devils is on the loose. Debbie, I do believe, babe. Tristan said, Mocha, that's just a narrative. Of course it is, Tristan. Of course it is. That is definitely a narrative. But, but he heard something. He heard something. It may not be exactly as he's saying it, but he heard something. Bridget says, what's not making any sense is the lies that are being told. Bridget, hey, Becca, welcome, baby. Right, Bridget? Too many lies, sis. Charlotte's Web says, Big Perm always have something to say. I don't believe a drug dealer came and took a pregnant teen. No way. Not at all. Not at all. You're not supposed to believe that because there ain't no truth to it. Ain't no drug dealer want no pregnant teen. Not even to trafficker. I can promise you that. Now, I believe it's trafficking all the way. Exactly. But no, not no drug dealer, baby. And now he's out here trying to recant the lies he put out there. Hey, Rosalind says, Mocha, take a look and just think about it. You sure that wasn't true? Just think about it. Put two and two together. It don't. Those two and twos don't make four, though. It don't make four. That story is full of holes. Tarsha, that's what he said. Then he flipped the story and said it went for his movie. And did y'all see how he looked? How he was living? Ain't no nonsense. Welcome, my love. Sassy says, I watched his video. Sassy says, I watched his video. I believe he did it to attack certain CCs and the hellish Harris family. But didn't he involve himself? I don't remember anyone calling for him back then. That part, Sassy. Nobody called for him. Hey, Miriam, welcome, boo. Happy Monday, my love. Nobody called for him, Sassy. He willingly came and gave information that wasn't warranted. Nobody asked him for that. And trusting, I believe this with all my heart. And that's why I brought him back up today. Because the more I think about him being on that stand, on him being on that platform, and the more he keeps mentioning, the more he mentioned them $7,000, I'm asking myself, is that all that baby was worth to them? Is that all she was worth to them? $7,000. Melody said it was hush money. Me too, Sassy. I believe they're wanting to give reasonable doubt. That's exactly what I believe. Tristan said, and the thing that stood out with me on Kenneth was, how long was he with that family? Tristan, that part, because he's been with Florentino, and Florentino's a grown man now. And he's been around Florentino since Florentino was real young. Because he said he stayed with her for a little while. Debbie said $7,000 to move, but he bragged about being on public housing. So contradictory. I'm telling you, he came out here to deliver a message. He came out here to deliver a message. And it was up to us to pick up out of his message. Pick it up out of what he was delivering. Don't try to put it all together the way he's delivering it, because he was raggedy. And all we want to know, where's Naziyah? And they know exactly where she is. Charlotte's Web says, now Usher may have owed 7K, but they didn't take a child. Where did he do that at? The devil is a lie. He heard all of it, and he talks in riddles to try and spin us. We ain't going, nope. Well, baby, I tell you what. He spoke in riddles. He spoke in riddles. Sassy says, I do believe he know more. Now, if anyone may be scared, would be him, not Drake. That part. That part. Huh. And that was one of the biggest, Bridget, that's one of the biggest lies they ever said. How the hell can, and Shell, baby, welcome, my love. Oh, okay, Tristan. My thing is, what drug dealer in their right mind is going to let addict run up a $7,000 drug debt? But she's connected to them 7,000, though. Definitely she is. Terrific, my love. Hey, sis. Happy Monday, boo. And he grabs some of these comments before I move any further. Oh, hold up. Got my girl up in here. Hey, mama.
Hey, mama. Hey, Mocha. How you doing, baby?
I'm
Hi,
good, boo. How are
family.
you?
A wonderful, wonderful. Hi, family. I missed you guys this weekend, baby, because y'all had a lot to say on that replay. When I played that back, I needed to hear everything I needed to hear. But let me say this much, Mocha,
Go ahead, boo.
on this so-called evangelist.
Go ahead, girl.
What I'm trying to when I asked, I said, okay, so you speaking on if because you keep trying to stress the fact that you only can speak on things that you know of. Okay, so you sat around and you watched this woman because out his own mouth he said he can't take care of two households, meaning his household and in that household, meaning he can't voice his opinion on his household and in his household. So you seen how this woman was neglecting these kids. Again, here's another bystander that never picked up a phone to record, to give up evidence, to go down to the police station, to go down to CPS, to go down anywhere, district attorney, anywhere to get these people turned in. But you was okay
Exactly.
with the way that she was raising these kids and her kids as they were growing up.
That's right.
Okay, and then we know she had 40 years because all he keep mentioning is Annette oldest kids. You know what I'm trying to say? They keep running away. What about these foster kids that ran away? You don't mention to them. You
Nobody
don't say
mentions
nothing.
them.
He don't mention to them at all. You know what I'm trying? He say Annette kids and then he immediately go to Naziyah and Vori. Well, it was other kids in the house before them, sir. Or did you not? Or you just telling bits and pieces, since you always like to talk about bits and pieces of the Bible people like to use it, look like a Bible thumper to me. Look like you just carrying it around to me. Because a lot of
Exactly.
stuff what you saying don't make no sense. How was you saying Shannon had a baby at 13? Annette had a baby at 13. Here it is, Nazar got a baby at 13. Okay, well, if you see the connection and what's going on, why haven't you as an evangelist turned this woman in? Like what make you loyal to this family like that? Because you dated her son, which you was probably robbing the cradle then.
Of course. He was getting money from Annette for Florentino. And
You
Florentino was a minor.
you see like that's the sick part, like because you trying to justify the part you played in Harris family. Tell it all. Don't just tell half of tell everything. You know what I'm trying to say? And when we get to this $7,000, that's an ironic number because if I'm not mistaken, ain't that the same amount of money Roxy raised?
Exact number.
Because it could be just me. So when you saying what dope deal is she paying the Roxy? Who she owe? Roxy? Because that's the
Hello,
only person I seen her with.
hello. The numbers are the same.
And they exact same. First of all, Florentine, that's where you messed up. See, you thinking people not paying attention, but people are paying attention because even after Parker Party, you said you the one took Lady home. Didn't nobody know
That's
where Lady
right.
stayed but you.
That's exactly right.
Now you talking about dope dealers? Why would they come to Annette house when they could have went to the apartment, the hotel, motel?
Where he dropped her off because he knew where she
Thank you,
was.
thank you. You know exactly where she was. So for me to believe that now, that's a little hard for me to believe. Now collectively, they all could have had a drug. You know what I'm saying? A drug happened to owe some drug people or whatever the case may be, but not on this situation. Not on the Ziyah situation. That ain't one thing.
No,
Ain't had nothing to do with the other. Cause
exactly.
y'all didn't come out to DPD and tell them, well, we got a suspicion that it could be X, Y, and Z. Nobody even knew what lady was because y'all was too busy trying to say she was out of town. Now how you gonna run up a drug thing with the drug people in Detroit, but you was out of town? What they said she was, Mocha?
She was supposedly in Ohio.
Okay, so you tell what? You can't be in two places at one time. Or you
But
got a
yet,
hell of a
but yet,
nose
but
or a hell
listen,
of a
Tristan.
crack.
But then the drug dealers traveled from Ohio to go to Detroit. So why didn't the drug dealers nab lady in Ohio if that's where she supposedly was?
Exactly. But she was so they let you know she was never there.
Exactly.
Cause you got at this point now you got to show me proof that she was in Ohio. Since y'all keep trying to throw, oh, she wasn't here, she wasn't here. She was clearly she was here. She was making a ruckus in Detroit. So how she wasn't here? The man niece said she was over there fighting on her uncle. So you can't
That's
be
right.
two places at one time.
The lies is the lies for me, and they expect us to buy them.
Nah, that's you can't sweep that up under the rug and you watch just like Janelle and Kiwana what was going on and you were in the authority to do something about it and never took the proper steps to do something. So you coming up here saying what when you were in position to do something you never did nothing. Look at the long length of time you was with this family. Not only did you see Jarvis come in and out the house, which you could have told CPS when they had they, because if you were around a family like that, then you were around a family when all this CPS stuff was going on as well.
That's right,
But because they don't mess with you no more, you get what I'm saying?
and
Because
that's what it is.
because they don't mess with you no more, now you ready to spill a tea. But hold on, evangelist, because you sounding a lot like that neighbor next door, sassy.
Sassy. Yes,
You
very.
get what I'm
Yes,
saying? So,
that's right.
how we know that them not the same people trying to
Hmm.
give alibis? Because they never question the neighbor, they never question the evangelist, they never question like y'all didn't question the main characters in this circus.
And
Roxy
not
never
just
went
that.
down.
To my
Ki-
understanding, not only did you not question him, but look at the family members that's coming out here with all the hoorahs. None of them been questioned.
I've never seen an investigation like that to where people who are giving you evidence you don't have a statement from them.
None. And if they know so much, why have they not been why have they not been included in being a witness?
Exactly. I don't hear none of them coming up there talking about they been subpoenaed. They can
Not
hop on
one.
this here and try to justify their well being and get themselves an alibi, even though
But what
we
they
see
did
them.
say, no, the only thing the family on what Journal Kawana, the only thing they did say was don't go to the trial.
Hmm,
Why?
who would tell? What prosecutor or defense attorney would not want these two main characters at the trial? Y'all the one got the ball rolling, supposedly. Why y'all not the main character? Why would they not call y'all as a witness? Y'all on
Exactly.
TV giving interviews saying
Hmm.
that y'all got proof. Y'all went to CPS, y'all did this, y'all did this. How did y'all not hit the stand?
Exactly. Exactly.
At this point, it's like we can clearly see that y'all don't give a damn about this baby.
They
Clearly.
don't. They don't.
And with that being said, it's just like, again, we have no get in our brains to try to figure out what's going on. I've never seen a case, never, ever, besides the
Nowhere.
Kanika Jenkins. But besides the Kanika Jenkins, and we learning that her family has something to do with it. So I don't put nothing past nobody. But
None of it.
Evangelist, let me tell you something. You got more to do with this situation because you keep inserting yourself at main parts. Because you said her daddy wasn't even included in her life. He never even took her to the dance. Why you
Well,
mention
how
the
would he
dance?
know? He was
But why
there.
why would you
That's
why
how
would you
that's
mention the
how close
dance?
he was.
That, that,
Even that evangelist, that Kenneth, whatever the hell he is, he knows way more
he
than what
knows
he's saying.
too much to not be saying nothing. Because
That's
at this
right.
point, now you're trying to clear yourself and clear yourself on what? What kind of questions? Who coming at you a certain way that you got to get online and clear some stuff up? Because you didn't, to
Exactly.
let truth be told, you didn't pop out. Evangelist been gone 6 months, 7 months. He ain't pop out until here recently when we started mentioning him. I'm
That's
sorry,
right.
what you trying to hide, sir?
Hmm, hmm.
Because you've been in the dark. You said what you had to say, and you let people say what they want to say for months. Oh, here it is. We finna get ready to go on a year, and you didn't even think about coming back on anybody's platform. Now all of a sudden your name is ringing, and now you want to jump on and try to justify everything. You can't clear the air now because you should have said what you was gonna say in the beginning, but you did, and
And
make it
what
a good
happened was
hit.
what happened is that circus freak is out here trying to clear his name
Hmm.
because the Harris family,
Hmm.
they're tagging him.
Oh yeah.
They are warming him up on the other end.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because again, you got, if they pull lady in there, you got to explain how did she get there, who took her there,
Right.
and what
Right.
happened after that. This is what I'm saying. Y'all giving testimonies, but ain't nobody saying nothing. So when you dropped it off, did you see her go in? Did you see somebody go behind her? Did you see did you walk in? Did you, like, these are the kind of questions that we need answers to? Because you just saying you took her there and you dropped it off, and then what happened? Then what you do after that? Did you go back to the house with a net now?
Exactly.
Because the only thing I keep seeing that y'all trying to cover up now, that we're not clueless, is that we all know that that picture of her walking in front of that ring camera is not Naziyah.
Hmm.
So why y'all
But
trying
they
to clear
want us
that
to
up?
buy that though.
It just, like I say, it just don't make sense. It nothing of what they're saying is making sense, even down to this pathetic Shannon. You know, 1 minute she here, 1 minute she not here. Cut it out, Shannon. We know at this point we know Jarvis dropped her off back at home.
He exactly. And that's why I say Shannon was the last person. I don't believe Jarvis was the last person to see Naziyah. I don't believe that.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. When she, and then when Nazar walked in, again, we have to think, when we 16, for the ones that lost their virginity at an early age or whatever, when we get early like that, we start smelling ourselves. We start feeling like we bigger than the program, bigger than the parents, bigger, like they can't tell you nothing. And I'm pretty sure that's how Nazar was feeling at some point. She been gone, like somebody said earlier, she been gone with her man all day, riding
Exactly.
around in the car with her man, because they're not looking at this as a missing child because she never reported her missing. So
That's right.
they don't, you know what I'm saying? When the sister seen him in Nazar's head, she's saying, I'm asking my man to come pick me up from school. Yes, my man gonna be here, come pick me up from school. Then when he come get me, we're gonna go to the shop. We're gonna chill. Cause how did she get from the shop to Insulina to back to the shop to where she went?
Exactly. She was with a man.
She was chilling with her man. That's why it wasn't an urgency for him to take her home. Cause he already knew once King left, and knowing him, he don't care if King there or not. He still was gonna get what he was gonna
Exactly.
get.
Because I mean that was a norm for him.
Yeah, because you got to think about it. King, for somebody that was so frustrated about working on a car that particular, and that goes back to why that day. Why that day? Because you been had the car. King
Exactly.
King Jarvis. You didn't know Jarvis was finna go in and reschedule for him to not have to turn himself in. You didn't know that, but you urgently wanted to get this car fixed this particular day. And so happily, when he came back from court, you were working on a car. So who was gonna help you with the car if you was frustrated about the car and he already knew he had to go turn himself in. So why would he be going way to Ypsilanti to see about a car that he finna have to turn himself in this week?
Exactly. And who would have helped him with that car if they would have locked Jarvis' ass up that day?
Exactly. So again, there you go, bringing in this extra person that you brought in and said somebody was supposed to come in and help fix the car, but then that person backed out or he had something to do. Why we ain't question? Why he ain't been on the stand? We got the ID lady on the stand. Why he wasn't on the stand?
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, that's another person that should. The third person that they should have been front and center on stage was Jarvis' oldest son. That they said that
That Jarvis
that the
went and
baby
borrowed a
mama
car to
said
go. Uh huh.
he was supposed to make the stand.
Uh huh.
Okay, because Jarvis said quote unquote, oh, those his glasses. So why he not on the stand debunking that those were his glasses, or even agreeing saying, yeah, those are my glasses?
Exactly.
Why he didn't run to his daddy defense if he was with you?
That's right. That's exactly right.
So I mean, again, it's a lot of stuff that we kind of did and did not pay attention to when they was giving out reading off these statements. Because and another
Mhm.
thing that just kind of just ran in my direction, Mocha. I don't mean to take over. I'm so sorry, baby,
No,
but I'm
baby,
just trying.
go ahead. But we met you this weekend, girl. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
because I and look, please, as you can tell, I've been doing my research. Um, let's go back to Mark D and Dre. When on that when he came surprisingly, quote unquote, showed up at Dre house and nobody knew he was going over there. That's a
Hmm.
lie. You know why I say that? Because where them kids was locked up in the room as if they mom and them told them, don't come out their MF room. Cause
There you go.
that's the thing. If them kids are staying there, cause that's what Dre's saying. Shannon and her kids, Marquita and her kids staying there. When you see kids not stuck in a room, especially that many kids. They be running all over the place.
That's right.
When Mark D and Roxy and them showed up, them kids was in the room. Roxy had to go to the room because Parker stuck his head out to see what the commotion was.
That's
And
exactly
Dre,
what happened.
and Dre, here we go now. Mark D came to your front door with not one but two pow pows.
Hmm.
If you knew surprisingly he was coming and Shannon and Marquita, y'all wasn't expecting him, everybody would have been surprised. Nobody was surprised. Shannon
Nobody.
and Marquita was in their room on their phone with Annette getting the drop down on what to do and what to say, working they plan together because you
That.
had to have known your cousin was coming.
That's
We keep
right.
we keep forgetting. Drake Amy said she knew Mark D.
Hmm.
Dre said he called Mark D through his aunt. So
That's
where
right. And
Roxy
then
come at?
Dre turned around and lied and said he didn't call Mark B. He just wanted to meet him.
Okay, so my question is, Dre, if your aunt don't mess with Shannon like that, why was she at that apartment that day? Cause she was there when Mark D showed up. She didn't show up
That
after Mark D.
that's
She
exactly right.
she was there. So as I was finna say, Mark D, Dre aunt, you said you knew Mark D. That's how you put your nephew in contact with Mark D to make this interview. Mark D, at what point did you not call Ain and say, hey, look, that's just heads up. I got Roxy and a few other people coming. Is that okay? Nobody said they made it, but nobody was surprised when they walked in.
Not one of them.
That's all. Not Marquita, not Shan, not nobody was surprised. Like, oh girl, what you doing here? Like, oh girl, what? Like, girl, what you like? How you know I'm here,
Uh huh. Uh
Dre
huh.
Aunt? Because
It
if
was and it
you
was
knew,
all a setup because they even knew Roxy was coming because there
right?
was no surprise.
That's so. Here we go again. I'm going somewhere with this smoke. Now, Roxy get there, right?
Uh huh.
They don't. Shannon and Roxy don't start talking until Dre and Shannon get turned up.
That's
Now Shannon
hello.
spit boxing nothing but she throwing he throwing dirt and she throwing muddy water. You get what I'm saying? That's when we
That's
start
right.
hearing. That's when we start hearing some truth come up out of there.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Roxy pull her to the side. Now they whispering. This is the point I'm trying to make. Why would I have to come find you? Because people looking for you now. DPD and everybody else looking for you. CPS and all them looking for you. But I'm able to roll up on you, and I've been out of town. How is that possible? How anybody know where Dre stay?
Exactly.
First of all, second of all, Roxy, when you came over there, why would y'all be needing to talk about a pregnancy if Shannon already texted you on the phone and told you she was pregnant? That didn't make sense to me. Why would y'all be talking about that? And she already told you through text message, Naziyah is pregnant. Y'all said it was a girl. Remember, Roxy?
They said it was a girl.
So why would I have to come to you and ask you about a pregnancy? Was she pregnant? She already told you she was pregnant before you even came down here, Roxy. Or did you
That's
forget?
exactly right. That's but
So
she
instead of
didn't forget.
you,
They done told too many lies and they don't remember them.
but I do.
Mm.
But I do. So again, Roxy, you didn't come over there for that. You came over there to get the evidence to plant. Because the same people that came that night was the same very people that planted the evidence.
Exactly.
You just came to get the rest of the story on where to take
Okay.
this stuff to. That's it. Because you didn't. How would you have the evidence? The only person who have the evidence would be Shannon.
Shannon.
The only
Shannon.
person that could take clothes or anything would be Shannon. We didn't see you on TV talking to Annette or dealing with Annette. I didn't see Kenyon dealing with Annette. So everybody was directing their energy towards Shannon. So so you came over there to get the play on what to do next, what the next play was, and that was to plant the evidence. Because after you all got off of Mark D, whatever interview, that's when we started finding. That's when you started finding evidence out the clear blue. Miss me
And
with it.
exactly. Everywhere she went, she was the one to find something.
Again, miss me with that. But like I said, Roxy, I would not have to tell you she pregnant if the text message was already sent to you that she was pregnant, and that was back in November, December.
Roxy,
Roxy.
exactly. Roxy was one of the first to know that Naziyah was pregnant, so I don't know why she sat there and pretended she was surprised about it.
Yeah. So you did you get a pregnancy test? Who was you really talking about? And then you said Janiyah. Now I can believe you probably was talking about Janiyah at that moment. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
As to say
Right.
is because word was said, word on the curve. Remember they were saying Janiyah also was with child, but that's just speculation, allegations. We don't know how true that is.
Yeah, we don't know how true that part is.
But let's just keep the what if up. Let's just keep the what if. What if she was pregnant
Hmm.
by George? You knew you had to get
You
rid of
knew
that
that
baby.
too. And it's right. What if she was pregnant by Jarvis? That means she knew that too. So now you're sitting up there, Shannon, sitting on the fact knowing that your daughter is pregnant and your niece is pregnant by your man.
Thank you. And you had to
And
get
it all happened in your mama's house.
you had to get rid of one. One of them was gonna go, and we know who it was. You wasn't gonna unalive your child or make your child missing. You got the one out the way that was giving you problems, that was giving you sads, that was giving you, you know what I'm saying, giving you what you need, what you deserve, giving you that fast talk. That's why she was able to say she was being fast. When your
Exactly.
hormones get to going and you get the, that's just like any woman. We're not just gonna say just kids. That's just any woman. When you get involved with a man and you find him attractive, you gonna probably want that all the time. You get what I'm trying to. And that's the relationship Jarvis and Naziyah had.
That's
If they
exactly
weren't
right.
talking about that or doing that, what their conversation was about? Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. But the thing is,
So
they were so comfortable with Naziyah and Jarvis going away, and Jarvis bringing Naziyah and Janiyah back home when he felt like bringing them back home. There's
hmm,
no way they should have sat up there and say they didn't know nothing
hmm,
because this was a type of behavior they were used to.
exactly, exactly. But it became a problem when Naziyah got pregnant and she knew that she was taking the place of Shannon. Shannon looking out, oh no, baby, you can't, cause what grown woman gonna text a man and say, do you like your women big or small?
Exactly. Exactly. That's crazy. It's not even, we can't even call it crazy anymore because this is real life. I mean, this is realistic. This is happening in real time because they allowed it to happen. They allowed all of this to happen, but yet Shannon still wants to call Naziyah fast. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. But they want us to believe X, Y, and Z when in the very beginning, when it was determined that Naziyah was pregnant, Shannon knew, Annette knew, Marquita knew. Yes, Jarvis knew, and Roxy knew too. Roxy knew. And the way she went in that house when Mark D went, pulled up where he pulled up, like you said, Tristan, all Roxy wanted to do was finish getting the information that she needed to get to spin the narrative and to make herself look like she was Captain Save-A-Ho. When Roxy clearly was a part of it all. From day one, she was a part of it all. So all of that shit about hey BJ, welcome, my love. All of that shit with what she don't know, and she's out there searching and she's just helping out. Hey, Deborah Crosby, welcome, baby. She's out there helping. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. But you're there to save yourself. You're there to save yourself. Because here it is, a year and a half later, everywhere that they done search, all of a sudden, you go to search. And you're the only one that finds something. Exactly, Melody. Dre knew too. He definitely knew. These are the sickest people I have ever. Oh, Tristan is back. Okay. Okay, got my girl back. Hold up. Hold up, Tristan. I gotta find you, sis. Where you at? You there, sis? Let me see. All right, got you back. Trish, you there?
Yeah. What? Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay.
BJ, you right. Usher knew.
Can you hear
Usher
me now?
damn sure knew.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, boo.
Okay. Yeah. Let's. Huh. All I can say, and then let's get back. Let's. I don't mean to jump around real quick. Let's get to King real fast. It was certain things that King was saying that that kind of. I'm on you twice. What?
Now I got you off. I saw you up there twice. I took you off on one.
Boy, that ain't nothing but the devil. But guess what? I'm gonna get it out. The devil is a lie.
Yeah, that's okay. I got you off. I mean, I still on my end. I have you just one person, because earlier you was two. But it's okay. We good. Hey, just Mona. But these people ain't right. And in all of this shit, they failed this child. And the sad part about it is they all know where she is at this very moment. All of them know. Hey, why me? Welcome, boo. Thank you, my love, for hitting the thumbs up. I appreciate you. But regardless of what these people say, we out here screaming and hollering every day, justice for Naziyah. While they're sitting there with their damn legs crossed, like Naziyah never mattered. But yet they were the ones that put Naziyah in the situation that she's in this very day. Because they know where she is. They know exactly where she is because they participated and they were a part of her no longer being here. Ms. Jackson says, why would she take a pregnancy test when you could clearly see she was pregnant? Ms. Jackson, that part. But when they was in that kitchen with Roxy, Instead of mentioning Naziyah's name, Miss Jackson, they said Janiyah. These people are full of secrets. These people are full of lies. And these people are the reason that we're having this discussion today. Naziyah deserved none of this. And my thing is, how can these people walk around here like none of this has never happened? Naziyah didn't have a life. Naziyah didn't have a chance. And yes, we talk about Shannon. We talk about Annette. We talk about Roxy. We talk about all of them. But I don't sit here and forget that lady is part of the problem too. You there, sis?
Yes, I'm here now.
All right.
But I don't even know where I started. Oh, I was trying to say I just wanted to piggyback on King real quick. It was something that he was just it was his nonchalant about me, but when it got to the point, because I remember on somebody's podcast, I don't exactly remember, but they were saying they couldn't recognize Jarvis because of the haircut. Like they were saying he looked different. And that's why um King didn't notice him, and that's why Annette didn't notice him. Now wait a minute, the wait a goddamn minute. I know I look a little different when I cut my hair, but I don't look drastically different to the point to where you don't work next to me for years because you saying y'all work together and then y'all turn around and got a shop together. So you mean to tell me you ain't never seen me in a hat? You ain't never seen me with my hair pulled back? You never seen like my features not gonna never change, King. So
Exactly.
where you
And,
was
and then it
going with
making
it?
it seem like the mask made it impossible. No, it didn't.
No, it
The
didn't. That's
body, the body frame stayed the same.
but y'all got the same clothes on. Who you thought you was coming to court for?
Exactly.
That that's
Exactly.
that's the I think that's what makes me so mad is because y'all really be playing in our face as if we crazy. Like, no, we're not crazy. We see what y'all doing. And really, I gotta give it up to the prosecutor because they was asking key questions to get Annette and Shannon entrapped with their word. That's all I can see because they was asking them certain questions, like as if they already knew. And that's what I wanted to say about them glasses. Those glasses are Bluetooth glasses,
Yep.
meaning you can listen to music out of there, you can talk on the phone, you can even take pictures with these glasses.
That's
And
right.
Kim Word to keep saying they got evidence, like so many videos, so many footage of evidence. What if the retrieving of those glasses is the footage that they need and want on what was going on at in their house? What if them glasses is the key to all of it? Because all they have to do is go on Naziyah account and get all that pulled up, get that megabyte and stuff pulled up where they have video converted to video. So I mean, I don't know. That, like I say, that was just kind of food for thought.
Yeah, I'm not sure what type of glasses they were, but when I saw Shannon with those same glasses on in previous pictures.
Um, but that's why I'm telling you when I looked up the glasses, I said these are the same glasses. Like if you because they don't look different. Is what I'm saying. They're not. They're like thick in the frame part of it. Then the
Mm-hmm.
glasses kind of look tainted. That's why when one of the creators pulled it up, we couldn't hardly see if she had a black eye or she didn't have a black eye because that's the tint from those glasses. You know what I'm trying to say? You can only see it unless you get real, like you magnify that picture and you see she got two black eyes behind those glasses. But
Right, right.
those pretty much those are the same glasses, same exact glasses. So they
Wow.
not prescribed glasses. I think that was a question we was trying to figure out. Were they prescribed? Because remember the DA asked Latrice, do you know if they prescribed glasses? And she was like, I don't, how would I know?
Right,
Put
right.
them on. You wear glasses, put them on.
Put them on. That's right. That's right.
So it wasn't making sense. And then I wanted to know, Latrice, did he wreck your car the first night, or did he wreck your car the second night? Did he wreck your car and brought it back, and then you let him use it again, or he brought it back, and then he came and got it and wrecked it at the same time?
That's a good
Like, I feel
question.
like those are questions that needed to be. We didn't get those answers that we were looking for.
And those questions may come out in the actual hearing.
I'm praying because it got to be somebody smart. Somebody got to be the smart one
Right.
out this trial.
Because
Like,
in that preliminary, they only gave us enough.
yeah.
Just enough so they could build a case on Jarvis.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
They
definitely.
wasn't gonna give everything to us. Mm-mm.
But I just ain't never seen a case where even suspects go behind bars. Like, I don't get that. And then I hear that Shannon is out on probation. She caught a case in July of
I-
2025.
yeah, for driving without insurance.
Yeah, drop. But my thing, they have pulled criminals in for less for throwing a cigarette on the street and getting behind them bars and interrogate the mess out of
Right. So, and that's what I've been saying from day one. That's what I've been saying from day one because right now they're treating Annette and they're treating Shannon as witnesses and not suspects in this. And
them.
there's a reason
Exactly.
behind it.
Exactly. And I remember you saying that a few months ago. You said that you was like, something ain't right about this, because I don't understand how people, the main suspect, I mean, everybody can see that Shannon did have something to do with that, but for her to be walking around and don't have no kind of consequences behind this, you're a
Yeah,
suspect to your niece murder. That's
yeah.
You can't get
But
out
then,
if you're a
then we have to
suspect.
look, and then we have to look at it again in another light. We know that from what we knew from the outside looking in, true enough, they are suspects in all of this. But they're working closely with that prosecutor. And the thing
Mhm.
is, I believe that and I said that last night, I do believe that if Annette is implicated in any of this, then that means their whole empire is going to be shut down.
Oh yeah. Oh, most definitely. But you know what? She gonna be the one to start singing sad songs. Like, she gonna tell it all. If she go down in her elder age, oh, she's giving up everybody. Say they know they don't want her behind bars. I'm being honest. The
And that's the
organization.
thing, and that's why I believe prosecution is protecting her.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Because at this point, you don't want the cash cow to go behind bars and get the. Cause she gonna make sure she get her appeal and get herself up out of there. Now she
Oh
may
yeah,
not give a damn about Shannon and Marquita. Because what I said the last time. If anybody go and if Annette had to tell on anybody, she giving up Shannon and Marquita. You can believe that. She not gonna go. She gonna get him up.
of course, of course. And then she's being very particular about what she's saying and how she's moving because there are bigger people involved in this.
Oh
Bigger
yeah.
people involved in this. And they don't want to expose other people.
But they done already exposed too many. Frank was the one that name was never supposed to hit people lip. But Kenya brought that out. We didn't know nothing
Mhm.
about for over almost 6, 8 months. We didn't know nothing about a Frank until Kenya
Nothing.
said something. And
That's
then come
right.
to find out he a major part of that. Cause why is Frank signing over? Why would you get King out of jail and don't get Jarvis out of jail? Like, I
That
don't
part.
you I don't get that.
That part. Well, they can't get Jarvis out of jail. They can't. I mean, he has a bond, true
He
enough, but they will not get Jarvis out of jail because they have to make a statement for the people. They have to make they have to the prosecution has to stand on what she said, and she has to make the people believe that she got who she needs, and he's never getting away from her again. But that's a show until it's all over.
But you can't when you still got victims coming up saying that he did this to X, Y, and Z. And that's why I was asking the other day, like, who put the word out on all these other victims? I know because I heard. Now I don't know how true it is, but I heard JoJo made a statement to Detroit police. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right, I heard that too.
And I heard she gave up a lot of names and a lot of new charges coming because of that. And I believe that baby's statement. I'm not gonna lie to nobody. Every word she said is now coming to pass right now.
I heard JoJo's interview, and I said it. I believed her. I believed her from day one.
I said, and what
And
is
that's what got me. I'm like, okay, we got a month left or so to go until the trial actually starts,
hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So here it is. All this time has passed. Why is Kim Worthy digging up possible victims of Jarvis at this point in time?
Because they're just now getting the statement from JoJo. Do mind you, DPD don't want I don't care who try to get him evidence based on this man. They was not trying to take no evidence. That woman
They
said
didn't want
she
it.
tried talking to DPD several times and they didn't want to take her statement.
That's what she said. And she
Right.
had to go. She had to go to the precinct where she lived for them to communicate with DPD.
Hmm. And then she said they mocked her as if, oh, it's 20 years, it's nothing. It's something to me. This is a memory for me. This my life. What do you mean? It's nothing to no, we gonna put this on pen and paper and what y'all choose to do with it is up to y'all. But as long as it get off my chest, I'm singing like a canary. I don't care who it is.
Right.
Wish I was a pair to say it in his voice, but not here nor there. So yeah, Kim Worthy, that's what because y'all finally took her statement after going on YouTube and listening to all the content creators talk about this baby story.
Right.
That's
And
the
that's what
sad
Charlotte
part.
Webb said. Frank did not get King out of jail. King did his time for DV, and he was released.
Yeah, but what I'm saying on the Frank and King. Even though I know Jarvis not gonna be able to get out because they steady coming up with new whatever, new evidence and things of that nature. Um, if anybody would need somebody standing up on their behalf, you know what I'm trying to say? Like if you have somebody that's supposed to stand up on your behalf in court, like as a boss man, you didn't want to go speak on this man's behalf on how good of an employee he is and this that like nobody did that. Frank
Oh,
didn't
he
even
wasn't. Oh, Frank was definitely not going to do that
that's
because
the
that
part
would
I
have tied him. That would have tied him too close to Jarvis.
but he tied now because Frank. I mean, because Frank, you got King, and
That's
again, I'm
right.
saying you got King because you already know that that situation was a small. He needed he needed that to help get him out. But here it is, you had a man working for you, and you still didn't. You didn't step. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, why would you step out in the forefront if you're not gonna do it on both of them? If
Mm-hmm.
you didn't want your name to be on public record, you would have never did it for one and not the other.
Exactly.
If you didn't want to be close in the or if you didn't want the organization or you didn't want the limelight to be on you at all, you would have never came forward. All we knew is of Frank because Kenya said that name. We didn't know nothing about. We don't know if that was a true man or a lie man. We don't know. It could have been anybody. But when he came forward to sign this paper, get his letter for so now you human. So you're not a robot. So you do exist. So you get what I'm trying to say. So then when you
Right.
start putting the pieces together, it's like, oh, okay, so you're not just a figment, you're not the boogeyman. You the boogeyman,
Right.
but you're
Right.
not just the boogeyman.
Right. Laconga, hey baby, happy Monday to you, boo. But this shit is crazy.
Yeah, yeah, Mocha. I just like I said,
It's a
it
lot.
just
It's a hell of a lot. And I can't wait until the truth comes out. I can't wait till that baby gets the justice that she deserves.
yes,
Because in
Lord.
my heart of hearts, I cry every night for this baby. Every single
Mm-hmm.
night.
Yes, Lord.
And I believe that that baby is out there somewhere hurting.
Yep.
She's not that child is still alive. That is in my heart and it's been there from day one. That baby is still alive. They just moved her somewhere.
And you I have no other choice but to leave that as well because y'all not giving up circumstantial evidence proving that she is unalive. You
Hmm.
going on splatters of blood, just, little specks of blood on shoes, little specks of blood on hoodies and stuff like that. But with the kind of damage that y'all quote it for unalive, let's say this first. Where was the crime committed? Because where is the bloody crime at? We don't see that because they never checked the shot. You giving them, y'all never checked the shot, or y'all didn't check the places that y'all should have been checking to see if it was a body.
Exactly.
Somebody else just said the other day, JoJo, matter of fact, she said, how easy is it for them to put that baby in the oil contraption thing? It's underground. That makes sense. But we wouldn't know that because DPD never went over there and searched the place. So where's all the blood at? Because for her to be unalive, it got to be blood somewhere. You're showing me
Somewhere.
holes in the top of her head, on the top of her hoodie. Where is the bloody shirt? Because that shirt would have been, that sweater, everything she had on would have been
Everything
drenched
she
in
was
blood.
wearing would have been drenched in blood. Everything. Unless they did what they did and stripped her naked, make it make sense.
Sure.
Why?
I don't see this, them evil people even having the thought process, even had a time to even say get naked. So I can, you know what I'm trying to say, get naked. I don't see them even saying like they dumb, they stupid, but they ain't that dumb. It's
Yeah, it's
so
too much. And then when you think about it, listen, think about this. Look at that. Look at when that cash girl rolled up on Shannon, right?
hmm,
And she was asking Shannon certain questions. One of the things that Shannon said during her conversation with Cash was the little evidence that they do have on
hmm,
Jordan is not enough to stick
hmm.
to convict him of unaliving Naziyah.
Well,
Now, why would Shannon say that?
if she know it's a little evidence, then why the charge is still on his record?
But
Why
the
they still
charges,
charge if it's
but
a little
but
bit of evidence? Why he still charged with?
he's charged with premeditated, and the prosecution going to make that charge do whatever they can do to try to make that charge stick.
Hmm.
But you can't make that shit stick if you ain't got no proof behind it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have, in order for that to stick. Where's the body? Where's the body? You have to show proof of that. That this was first of all premeditated. The text messages don't show that. Was nobody angry with Nazar but the one that was calling a nappy head and everything else up under the sun.
Right.
So again, all the evidence is pointing towards Shannon. Yeah, you said with the amount of evidence they have on him, but what about the amount of evidence they have on you, Shannon?
That's right. Wanda said, I said that she could be with Roxy because she knew it was a girl. Yes, who's this talking? That's what I've been saying. That's what everybody's been saying. Because my
Mm.
thing is when Roxy and Bari had it out behind money. The
Hmm.
first thing came out of Roxy's mouth was, I'm not giving you a damn thing because this money is for your niece. How
Hmm.
did you know there was
Hmm.
a niece involved?
Come on now. How would you know that?
How
Because
did you know it?
again,
Right.
Forrest said he didn't even know you.
Vari said that he didn't know Roxy, and he said Naziyah didn't know Roxy. Then Roxy came back out here a while later and confirmed what Vari said because she said she hadn't seen Naziyah since she was 2.
Mm. Hmm. And that's why I was saying about them kids in that house. Most kids with the type of relationship that Roxy and Shannon was trying to make themselves seem like they was pen pals and buddy like that.
Mm.
Them kids would have ran out their room to hug Roxy when they heard her voice. I don't know
That's
no child
right.
that wouldn't.
That's right.
I haven't seen a cousin or ain't them. As a child, I'm running up to that person, hugging them inside. We didn't see none of that. What we
None of
seen
it.
was Roxy standing at that door trying to let them kids know everything okay. It's all right. We just came over here. She looked like she was doing a little bit explaining to the kids. Y'all just stay in the room. Woo woo woo. Securing the kids. There wasn't no stuff finna
Right.
pop off.
Because they don't know her. They don't know her. Hey, Tanya, welcome, baby. Tip says an antifreeze death wouldn't have a bloody scene.
So you don't think she would have threw up?
I don't think Naziyah consumed no antifreeze.
But you don't think your natural reaction would be to throw it up?
Yeah, I don't believe Naziyah, that's my belief personally. I don't believe she consumed any antifreeze.
Yeah.
I honestly believe that just like Shannon Fugabooed all those text messages to Jarvis,
Mm-hmm.
it was also, that was part of the plot
Mm-hmm.
when they started researching the antifreeze. And I think when they planted the hoodie there and whatever else there that had, traces of antifreeze on it. I think
Mm-hmm.
they did. That's something that they did when they planted the evidence there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's
If
nothing.
Naziyah was smart enough, if Naziyah was smart enough to not take the morning after pill or whatever pill, the AB pill that Shannon gave her, what makes us think that Naziyah would be crazy enough to take antifreeze?
Cause the first taste of it gonna make you throw up. I'm just, I wouldn't know, but that's a chemical. That's
Right.
not lemonade or something like that. You just gonna guzzle down your
Yes, and
throat.
even if you put it in a lemonade, and that lemonade ain't gonna taste like lemonade. So who would consume that?
Who would consume it? Like, come on now. Especially a child, at first, their reaction gonna be to spit it out, unless you making her drink it.
That's right.
But again, her body is gonna reject it, and her natural instincts are gonna kick in to throw it all up. We talking about a baby. She'll
That's
be
right.
pregnant. Some pregnant women can't stand the smell of food, bread, or nothing. As soon as they put it on, they what's happening? They throwing it right back because that baby done rejected that.
Right.
So I mean, that's just my thought about that. Like, no, they that wasn't it. And if it was a blood issue where because they finding faint amount of blood, is because they hit in the head to knock her out, and that's probably all she remembered. That's it.
Right. It's a lot of people that knows more than what they're saying.
And I
And
know it's
and
cute.
Dolores says, I believe Mark D knows a lot.
Oh yeah.
Why did they call him to the police station after he went to the police station? He said he was going to destroy what he had. Let me comment on that. They went first, Journell went to Mark D to get the story out.
Hmm.
Roxy inserted herself in that.
Mm-hmm.
And she bullied her way to get close to Mark D.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, Journell get kicked out of the picture. And
Mm-hmm.
Journell knew Mark D. Roxy didn't know Mark D.
Mm-hmm.
So Roxy getting close to Mark D had done got all in his ear, said some shit that should have been said, I'm pretty damn sure, made Mark D think she was interested in him when she knew she wasn't.
Hmm.
She took over his platform. She
Mm-hmm.
gave him what she wanted him to say. He took
Mm-hmm.
the story. He ran with it. He put his boots on the ground, went everywhere Roxy said to go search.
Mm-hmm.
And when they went search, it was only them that came up with evidence. Make it make sense.
Come on
Mark
now.
D was out here. Mark D was out here swinging at Shannon and Annette and Marquita
Hmm.
because Roxy had a problem with them. But
Hmm.
Mark D had no idea that Roxy was right in on this shit with
Come
Shannon.
on, come on. When you right, you right. When you wrong, I'ma stop you. Come on, come on.
I mean, it is what it is.
When you
And now
right, you right.
Roxy pulled away from Mark D and left him sitting there looking stupid
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
she used it.
Hmm. Cause dude, mind you, he the cameraman.
That's right. She needed footage.
She needed
She
footage.
flat out used Mark D. Because
It's
when Roxy put that narrative out here about Lady and Vari acting like Bonnie and Clyde and did this to this old man, Mark D came right behind her. And he was like, well, goddamn, how Roxy put that story out here? How
mm,
she know?
mm,
How do she know all what she's saying?
hmm,
And then it wasn't true.
hmm. Sure enough wasn't. Now, my rebuttal on the reason why he went to that police station was because, for one, he was on camera with gun. He had paws in his
Uh-huh.
hand when he came on camera. So again, they didn't want to make it seem like he was intimidating the witnesses. You know, so he had, hey, you got to go down here and explain what you doing at these people's house. It would have never went viral had that landlady not went to jail. Like, if that landlady wouldn't have went to jail, we would have never known they was over there cutting up and making a big scene. But because they made a big scene and that woman got arrested,
We could barely hear you, boo.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
I said, and I'm pretty sure it was at that point they had to confiscate those pows when they pulled up, and Mark D went down there to go get his pows because they took him from the scene.
That's right. That's why he had to leave from this. And that's why he had to go to the police station.
Hmm. But my question was, how them brothers get there that fast? You mean to tell me they was at the same place at the same bedtime at the same bed channel and pulled up at the same time for this man?
Exactly.
So again, it was staged. Nobody knew how far it was because Mark D, you can't tell me you riding around here with the most illegalist pow it is to have in your car, and you just riding around like that. You know, you when you start doing interviews like that. Because
Right.
now other interviews I've seen you on was you walking around with a full body artillery. You wasn't walking around with no bulletproof vest. You wasn't doing none of that. But on this situation, you did once them brothers chastised you. Yeah, he
Yep.
played a major part in this, and he got evidence because you saying he was supposed to delete whatever footage he had. Oh, he got some evidence. He just
Of
can't talk
course.
about it, but he know the
Uh-huh.
truth. At this point, I believe he know what happened.
And Queen B, you're absolutely right. That's just what happened. Queen B says, what if Shannon got Jarvis' phone and looked up Anna Freeze trying to set him up?
I
Queen B,
believe
that's exactly what I believe happened.
I believe it. One night he probably came over there. She was going through his phone. Cause remember, why did the fiance say, oh, he wouldn't let nobody go through his phone? Why did that make why you put that in there? Like it was just
I do believe that Shannon did it, just like Shannon was in his phone and
yep,
sending Naziyah those texts.
yep,
And her
yep.
own family members came up here and said how Shannon is with technology. So
Yep.
yes, I do believe that Shannon did it.
They were trying to put on a live in because the case emotionally and not going. I mean,
Right,
yeah,
Shell as well.
yeah, yeah.
I don't believe they found blood either.
But even with the amount of blood that they found, it wasn't enough to say it that was a M scene. Like she was
Right.
M, like she was yeah. It wasn't enough blood to say that. Like you can't say that. That could be her on a cycle or y'all. I don't know. Y'all some sick people, so ain't no telling what y'all do. Y'all probably had them chains on there because ain't no telling what's in the refrigerators. Hell, we
Right.
ain't putting babies in there as far as I'm concerned, because we still don't know where half the adopted kids is. So I don't know.
Miss Jackson says, bloody scene. Annette house that mysteriously caught a fire. They never checked the house or their cars. Miss Jackson, I heard somewheres along the way that they did confiscate Annette car. I heard that. Annette ended up getting a new one after Naziyah's disappearance.
Yep.
She
So
got another used vehicle
yep.
after Naziyah's disappearance, and they said they went and located the other one, and they checked it.
But they
Now
said
they
it was
said the house fire started inside the home, and was it to cover up evidence? That's my biggest thing.
but the thing though, Mocha, when they found Inette's van, it was smashed.
The van was smashed.
Remember that was a big cause that's why they was trying to say they were not able to test her van because when they actually found where Annette's van was, it was already smashed, so they couldn't get any evidence off it.
That's right.
And the van that she got, again, Kenya, you took her the very next day to go get it.
Kenya was the one that took Annette to go get a new van. So if we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it.
Let's talk. Huh.
And
You
the
went the
damn
next
thing
day
is,
to
they put it out here. All we doing is going on what they told us. We didn't ask them for it.
hmm,
They volunteered this information.
cause we'd have never known. Cause as far as we were concerned, Annette, you still had the same van. And
That's
which
right.
don't make no sense to me because here we go again. Why y'all never stated y'all went to Jarvis' job? I don't get
Never
this.
did they say that.
If y'all knew by the text messages, she was all only allowed. I'm not gonna say always allowed. She was only allowed at Jarvis' job. Why was
Mm.
that not the first place to go?
But they didn't choose to do it. They didn't feel it was important or necessary.
Even after they went to sleep and woke up the next day, they still never stated that they went to this man's job to ask him any questions. It's not like he was in jail the next day. You could he
Exactly.
stayed he's 9 minutes away. Why y'all didn't go pull up and make a scene? Where's my niece? Where's my this, that, and the third? He's 9 minutes away from y'all. So
But they
y'all
didn't.
never went in
They
that
didn't
direction
do
because
it.
you already knew she had been gone.
Yes, yes. They didn't do it because they were comfortable in the position they were sitting in because they knew Naziyah was gone. They knew exactly where she was.
If prosecutors say after the ninth, it was no activity on this girl's phone, not going or coming,
Hmm.
going or coming. Come on, we talking about she was used. She was a TikTok queen. If she wasn't on there every day, how you go from every day to not at all?
That's right.
And then they keep saying this phone. Well, let's go back to that text message when Naziyah told Jarvis, I broke my phone. I'm gonna need a new phone.
That's
So
what
if
she
you
told
think
him.
about it, lady gave her a phone because Annette said that. Oh, she could have got a phone from her mama, but you can only activate that on Wi-Fi. Okay, that's one
That's what
phone.
she said.
Lady, that's one phone. Annette, you said you bought her a tablet. We're not talking about a school tablet. You said you bought her a tablet where she can get the text app on. So that's two numbers. Okay, that third number that they mentioned, Shannon, that you didn't know nothing about. What if that was a phone that Naziyah got in her name? Jarvis got a phone in her name for her. You wouldn't know nothing about them text messages, huh, Shannon?
Exactly.
Because she did
Exactly.
tell him, "Oh, please forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm not. It's not that I'm ignoring you. My phone broke."
That's what she said in that text message.
Okay, King, you said she was on the phone in a car. What could it have been the phone that Jarvis got from Naziyah?
And where are all these phones?
Where the phones at? Because y'all only stated y'all got one phone and one tablet. It's two other phones. It's two other devices. What other two devices? Oh, could it be the phones that Mimi had? Because
Hmm.
she had two phones, remember?
And that was the same. And listen, and that's the same phone Mimi had that supposedly ended up with Lady, and then supposedly ended up with Roxy.
And the only reason why they couldn't, the phone kept getting turned on and turned off because they didn't have a charger for their phone. Okay. And when Mimi was making that statement on that other CC channel, she told him the girl got mad because they didn't have no charger. Mimi was supposed to sell the girls the phone, but she never ended up selling the phone. She ended up giving them phones. Well, she put it in a bag and gave that bag to Annette, supposedly, quote unquote. We don't know how
Right.
true that is, but it's funny. Annette ended up with a bag, some clothes, and the phones come up out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, right?
Cause Shannon, if you had access to those phones, you would have deleted text messages and went through those other two devices as well. You didn't. You only went through two devices. The one she took with her to school that morning, and that tablet. That's it.
Hmm.
Cause you
And that's
said,
my biggest thing. There's a bunch of devices in question.
huh, now, now here we go with that again. So Jarvis, you wanted King to get a phone out the back seat of the Escalade, right?
Hmm.
But the laws had already confiscate the Escalade, right? You also had another phone that was missing, or no, you brought a phone in. They ended up finding a phone, and it was something. I want to say it was another device because they said he had like several phones. Oh, and one of the phones I believe was at Angel House.
They found a phone that because they pull out electronics and power powers at Angel's house.
Okay, so with us knowing that, again, Jarvis, you wanted that phone because what if that phone was Naziyah's phone? I don't
I
know.
believe
I'm
it.
just
And it may have not been, and that's another thing we got to look at. It may not even be a whole bunch of devices, right?
right.
May not be a whole bunch of phones because you could use one phone and you get all these different text now numbers.
Yeah. And I believe that's what Shannon did because Shannon said she had two passwords. The password Naziyah had and the password Var. Why did that make? Why did she throw that in there? I don't know. But I
Right.
guess those were the two passwords that she knew of. So again, who would have if I got Lady phone? If Lady gave me a phone, just off the rip, 9 times out of 10, as parents, we normally use our kids, some type of information. But what if that's the password? What if that password was for the phone that lady had gave Naziyah? That's all
Right.
I'm saying. Because Shannon, you did have access. All you had to do was text download because you said several times, "Oh, she texted off my phone. Off of what number? Off of her text now number or off of yours?"
So my thing is like that 213 number. That's a text now number. But my thing is, how is it that Shannon, you the aunt, you big grown bitch, you the aunt, but you have all this access to everything that Naziyah had, the phones, the tablets. How you get the password codes to everything that Naziyah had, Shannon? Because
Janaya.
not just Janiyah, but Shannon was setting that baby up.
I reason I say that because remember the big dope said, uh, her kids. She know how her kids text.
Mm-hmm.
That's what make me say that. So if hey, it's nothing to say. Come here, Janaya. What's because you know Janaya and Naziyah were close. So what's Naziyah's password? Put
Right.
it in his phone. Cause
Possibility.
they close like that. You get what I'm
And
trying to say?
Shannon is clever like that because and I mean they all manipulated this baby. They manipulated this baby to the end because even Marquita, she said a big ass there and said because Naziyah was like my little sister.
Who said
How
some
could
dumb
you
shit like
put a
that?
13-year-old on your level and call her your little sister? She's your best friend. Come on now.
Get the weirdness up out of here because it are you saying that because you know your daddy is her daddy? Like what where we get like where we get that from? Be for real. I would never tell none of my nieces, oh you should just like my sister. The
My
fuck no,
sister.
I'm the aunt. You the niece, and that's it. We can be close aunt and nieces, but now the sister, now we not that. That mean I'm letting you do
And
anything
that's
you
the
want to do.
thing. That's the thing. They had too much clothes. They had too much clothes tab on Naziyah and what she did and how she did it. And it was
But
because of Jarvis. And Shannon and Marquita put themselves in a position to be friendly with a 13-year-old and not treat her like a niece. Yeah,
thank
she was enough y'all had a grown,
hmm,
but y'all treated her
hmm.
like a sister, like a friend. I don't get that one.
Well, what else is it? If you got to be on the same level as a child when you think like a child, because it's not like a child thinking getting on the same level with an adult. That's
Exactly.
crazy. So you had to get on the child's level in order for you to manipulate her mind for her to do the things that need to be done. That's because when I didn't have any money, then I would get Naziyah to call him. So you was pimping her when
Pimping
you
her.
didn't have no money.
That
Because that's basically
exactly.
what you just said.
Me and Jarvis was fussing, and he wouldn't talk to me. I would have Naziyah to call him for me. Are you kidding
Are
me?
you? Who? I wonder, do she ever go back and listen to the foul F stuff she done said? Like, I wonder, do she go back through the panels and just listen to the stuff she done said? Like, come on, girl, get it together.
Huh.
Get it together. Cause you can't keep lying like this here and expect us to keep believing it because you don't make sense. Don't mean we
At
don't make
all.
sense. Hell, it make clear sense to us because we know you did it. We know you were behind it. No, excuse me. We know your mama was behind it, but we know that you did the footwork for her because somebody had to go. She was too much of a liability for both of y'all. Miss, I got all six of my kids. I mean, all five of my kids from this man, and like he was a prize.
Exactly. Exactly. And then for Marquita, nobody asked her for it. And then for Marquita to sit up there and say, "Who me? I ain't jealous of a 13-year-old." Hold up, Marquita.
Who
Who
asked you
asked
that?
you that? So why would you just volunteer that information?
Because that's what you hearing everybody else say about your sister. So
That's
again,
right.
who was really on the phone? Shannon.
That's right.
Nobody ever accused Marquita of being jealous of Shannon. Everybody in the world accused Shannon of being jealous of Naziyah. Everybody.
Hmm. And Shannon knew she was jealous.
Why would I be jealous of a 13-year-old? Because because she had your man. She could tell your man to go upstairs and have sex with you. That's why.
And that that made her look like shit.
Hmm.
A 13-year-old got to convince your man, your baby daddy, to go and sex you.
You knew this woman were disgusted by the text messages, because half the text messages that they were reading out, I mean the text messages that they were reading out probably was none of the ones that she seen in the phones. The ones Shannon seen in the phones and she deleted, she admitted she deleted, or no, she didn't admit she deleted. She said they were deleted texts, but she didn't know what the pictures was. But you knew they were picture messages. I don't know that. I just know when I hit delete on my messages, the whole entire message delete.
All of it. All of it.
I don't know if it could tell me if it was a picture or not. I don't know if it say GPG, I mean JPG on the when I delete it. I don't know if it say that. I've never seen it, but I just know the whole message get deleted. But it was certain messages that you wanted deleted that you thought
Right.
that they weren't gonna ever get a hold to. Cause why would you pick that date? I don't get that. And you put something on my brain the other day when you said, nah, you was like, um, because I said we have to understand the DPD didn't know that Shannon and them even reported this girl missing until Feb. I mean, you know what I'm saying, until February. DPD wasn't notified. The school police was notified. They didn't get notified to the 12th, to the beginning part of February when he went and turned
Correct.
himself in after that. So I don't know. I was just lost in. Like, come on, be for real. How did they know to come to your? And then you sent the number to Jarvis. I mean, to Barry, to call
Tavares.
Shannon, the detective.
That's right.
Why? Why? He didn't have. They didn't. Even if they were trying to run him down, or whatever. That woman say she received a call on the phone. Barry, why they didn't call you to come in?
That's right.
That woman took a statement for you over the phone. How she know you the brother? But that woman show said you called her office and and verified that there was a shoe. Why would you have to call and verify the wrong shoe? Because she didn't have them shoes on.
Didn't
She had
have
on some
those
blue and
shoes
white
on.
shoes.
That's exactly right.
So who
So
put you up to that?
they were all in cahoots to lie.
But
Because
y'all
even the
had to.
evidence, that even Roxy is dumb. Because even the evidence they went out there and through didn't even match the shit that was on a flyer.
Thank you, thank you. Especially none of the clothes match on what these people said this baby had on that day. We got two people, and I'm some about King baby mama sister. Some about why the grandma didn't go on the stand, and he
That's
came and
who
fixed
I
her
wanted to
car.
go. That's who I wanted to go. That I was wondering why, because the grandmother spent more time with Naziyah, Jarvis, and King supposedly at that home than that daughter did. So why was the daughter on the stand and not the grandmother?
Hmm. She would have a reason to be on the stand because it was her vehicle getting fixed. They came out on her property 3 times. And why was that place not searched? Y'all raided Angel a place, but y'all didn't raid this lady house neither.
Exactly.
And if you
Look,
ask me, how we know the grandmother ain't miss slip denture slip out? We don't know that because hell, we
that's
don't know what the woman looked like.
exactly.
So to me, all every all these players play in the same playground, but they ain't coming from nowhere. Like it's like you say, it's not a coincidence that all y'all go to the same church. It's not a coincidence that all of y'all are kind of in walking distance from another. All y'all are in like 9 or 10 radius from each other, except the lady who found the ID. That was it.
If you,
But they
I
used to.
mean, if I could just keep being honest with my feelings on this, they are all in cahoots. They all sitting around the table with prosecutor ma'am her damn self.
Okay.
And I believe that she told them what to say.
Mm-hmm.
I believe she coached them on how to present it
Mm-hmm.
because she this lady is on a mission to convict Jarvis Butts no matter damn what.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's her
And their
main focus.
stories have to align. And what happened was they included too many outside people, so their
Mm-hmm.
stories fell apart.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yep.
Big Perm, for instance. They included him in the storyline, and
Hmm.
then shit falling apart.
Hmm. Because now they have no other choice, like you said. They done told so many lies to the point to where they done forgot all the lies they done told. So now they trying to debunk a lie off of a lie. How in the hell do you debunk a lie on a lie? Because you came out swinging with lies. That's why.
Exactly. And the most telling part in this entire investigation is when Annette at that forced press conference,
Ooh. Hmm.
and Annette turned around and Annette was speaking to the people that took Naziyah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Y'all took her,
Hmm.
and y'all don't even know what's going on. Well,
Hmm.
hold up, ma'am. Hold up, ma'am. Make me understand what you just said. Y'all took her, and y'all don't even know what's going on. So, Annette, whoever you were speaking to, that's somebody that you're used to dealing with, somebody
Hmm.
that you're very close to.
Hmm.
And you can't understand why Shannon held the conversation she held with Roxy, because Shannon wanted to get Naziyah to clean hell out of Detroit, and
Oh.
Roxy took up without you even knowing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
that's who the hell you were talking to.
Yep. Yep. But again, you made it seem as if she was kidnapped and somebody wanted a ransom for her. Is that same $7,000? See, this number keep coming back up. Like, who, what was the press conference for? And who, like you said, who you talking to? If you're not talking to Roxy, because that's the only person that got it.
Exactly. Exactly. But I never heard of a ransom, where a ransom comes in
No,
at,
I'm
because I
saying
never.
like by her stating. Let me, because I don't want nobody to take that and run with it. What I'm saying is by Annette speaking to somebody saying bring her back home. So
Right.
so you're making it seem as if somebody kidnapped her and
Yes.
probably want a ransom, because soon after that, that's when Roxy behind started coming out with this fundraiser or
Yes, Lord, the GoFundMe.
the GoFundMe thing. So
Uh-huh.
who you was talking to, Annette? Was you talking to your niece?
That's who the hell she was talking to.
Bring her back. Bring her back. Who
Too
took her?
late to bring her back, because y'all know what y'all did. Y'all know who hands y'all sent her to. No, y'all just don't know where she went after y'all dropped her off to the people y'all dropped her off to.
Facts. Fair. And that go back to Mr. Kenneth. When you start talking about school dances and stuff like that, that's why I say everybody play their part in here. And them school dances at them church are nothing but children being on display. That's
That's
it.
exactly.
You dress them up to make on display. And I'd be darned if Kenneth didn't come back and say the same. Well, he never took her to school dance. No, he said he never took her to dances. Why dances? Why you said that? You couldn't have said he never took her to a park. He never took her to go get some ice cream. He never took her to the movies. You said a dance. We
So
see
why was the
Jarvis in a
dance so
dress
why
suit
was the
and
dance so relevant?
come on now.
All at the same church, all under the same roof with the bishop, with
Come
these little
on.
girls dressed in. When I saw that picture with them little girls
Hmm.
in those little, and they all were dressed up. Just a handful of them had on these these masks.
Mm,
Only a
mm,
handful,
mm,
and these old ass men standing around these little girls, filming them and taking pictures. These little girls were being auctioned off.
hmm. That's what that sound like to the highest
And then
bidder.
I go on their website. I go to the website. I go to his page, or his Facebook page. Pictures of little girls, 7, 8 years old, no older than 7 for sure. These little girls are dressed up like street women, dressed up in leopard prints with blonde wigs on, legs crossed, purse on, lipstick. Come on now.
What? This the pastor?
Yes, Lord. I'll
Oh
send you
no.
the pictures. I'm going to have to show you them pictures, girl.
Oh no, ma'am. See now, what pastor you what who Facebook? You can't even, excuse me, TDJI, but I gotta use you. You can't even go on his page and find no stuff like that.
I'm telling you, I pulled it off of that man's page.
That
And
is
then
so sick.
after, when I exposed the pictures on my page, the very first time I found them,
Mm-hmm.
I exposed the pictures to my subscribers. Everybody was
Mm-hmm.
going to run to the page to look. The next thing we knew, I
Mm-hmm.
think it was maybe the next morning, the pictures was gone.
Are you serious? See? See, nobody but God. But what you got to hide for? What y'all
But I
snatching
got the
pictures?
pictures though. You don't want to
Hmm.
clean your page, but I got them.
See, you try to be slick. You try to be slick. Pink Panther slick. But you forgot you had an investigator on y'all. See, just y'all be putting stuff out there, and y'all just leave
Right.
people not gonna go do the digging. Yeah, we want to know too, cause you can't just feed piss on our back and tell us that's water. You can't do that. We
Exactly.
we want to
And
know. And back to that Texas, that was in Houston, the raid. Now my question is, Roxy, where did you stay? Where you what part of Texas you stayed in, baby?
that's what I want to know. That's what I
Because
want.
it was literally, I can't think of what day. I want to say it was June 1st, June 3rd is what I think, what I seen about the rate, about them busting the traffic in Houston. Didn't they just do one in Detroit as well?
Yeah. Yeah. And
Hmm.
that got that Tristan, that got me in Inspector Gadget mode right now.
Because again, Roxy, the trouble follows you.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
From her coming up missing in November, for you going back and forth to Texas, for you
Mm.
hopping on in a car traveling back the same, almost the same week. This girl come up, come on, all the evidence lead to you, Roxy. But then you trying to figure out why people said they were mentioning your name. Well, that's the reason why, because you leaving breadcrumbs, boo. Your slip showing.
That's right. But something is really bad with that church. I'm telling you, girl. And then
Mm-hmm.
if that's not bad enough, they have beds in that church. So many beds in the church. That little girl couldn't have been no more than six, sitting on that bed with her legs crossed, looking like she's about 17, and she couldn't have been no more than six.
Have you ever been to a church and they got beds in there?
Never in my life.
I mean, sometimes you can go to the pastor chamber. He got a big chair, maybe a laid out sofa for him, but he don't even have all that. He's got a chair and the two chairs for somebody to come in and have a comfort. When they start putting beds in the church now?
But then my question is this: why is it that you got all these little girls on display and there's not one picture of a little boy nowhere's in your congregation?
What about the adults? What, the kids wasn't standing next to their parents?
Hell no, girl.
This no, no,
These little girls were in a secluded room by themselves and they were all posing for the camera.
mm-mm, mm-mm. They not doing no self poses like that. Now, I mean, you get what I'm trying to say. Not this.
Right.
This not Sears. Where
And
they
then there
go
was
in.
there was another set of pictures where Shannon's daughter was in the pictures.
Mm-mm.
So these people all know what's going on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's where the buyers go. They gotta go to the church as the front, just like the shop was the front. Yeah, you gotta go to the church to figure out which child you want. Nasty, nasty McNasties. Like for real. For real, since I heard
Oh,
that
look,
about for real.
sis, I forgot about that one. Sean B said, "Mother, don't forget one of the little girls had a cigarette
A cigarette.
with her leg crossed and she was in leopard print that day."
Oh my god.
I'm telling you,
Yeah, everybody needs to go to jail at this point. Everybody needs to go to
that's
jail.
what I said. And that's right, Debbie. That pastor referred to those little girls as the fountain of youth.
No, he didn't.
He sure did.
Oh, baby, if that's not that's sick behind that thought process of what you just said. Like that's so sickening for old men, and all you can think of is old men, deacons, old people traveling from not just so much older, but just guys in general. Just in general, this is what y'all do. Y'all don't go to church for church to listen to the message. Y'all go to look at the kids.
But there are no men in that church. There are no men that belong to that church. All old, tired ass women. And I believe they're all madams. They're all just like Annette.
Have you ever been to an all women's church?
And that lady that found that ID, she belongs to the church too.
Oh yeah, I seen that. I seen that.
That lady there, she's a midwife.
Hmm.
That bishop, he handles his church just like ruthless.
this is sickening. So y'all are literally, y'all got a breeding house going on. Like when you
Yes,
think about it, literally, this is a breeding house for these little girls. For y'all to
exactly.
pimp them out, get them pregnant, make them live there more than likely. Like you said, hide them out in the church till they able to have the kids, take their babies, and then start the cycle all over again.
That's right. And let me tell you what directed me to that church. I had followed a previous story before Desire,
Mm-mm.
and a young lady came out to tell her story. Her mom, right? She's from Detroit. Her mom treated her just like Annette and them treated Naziyah. She was being assaulted. She was being assaulted in that home by the mom's boyfriend from the age of 6. By the time she was 13 in junior high, she was pregnant.
Mm.
They 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 hid her pregnancy. She was going to school every day. She said her mom would wake her up extra early, wrap her stomach in saran wrap,
Oh Lord Jesus.
and made her go to school every day. She
Oh
said one
Lord.
day she was hurting in pain. She couldn't take it anymore, so she was on the floor in her mom's house in Detroit. She said she gave birth on the floor in her mom's house.
Mm.
Her mom let her lay there with that baby in that house for a week. She ended up going back to school because they would have started questioning her not being in school. She ended up going back to school. When she came back from school the next day, the baby was no longer there.
Mm.
They had to sold her baby. So that haunted her for the rest of her life.
And I bet it did.
When she became an adult, she got the hell away from Detroit because she was very smart. She had scholarships to go to a school, so she moved to Texas. She went to the university, got a degree, got everything. Hired and a private investigator.
Mm.
Now this happened. This is 20 years later.
Mm.
She hires a private investigator. He takes down everything that she says. He takes it back to Detroit.
Hmm.
He reports back to her that he found her daughter. 20 years later, he finds her daughter, but he found her daughter at a church in
Mm.
Detroit.
Lord have mercy.
That church is being treated like a compound. The
Mm.
private investigator tells her her daughter was being raised by two pedals.
Mm.
One is now in prison, but the other pedal still remains. So
See.
when he said that, and she was ready to go get her child,
Mm.
he told her, "No, hang tight. We can't go in there like that because they're protected under certain laws of the state." So
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
she waited. They did what they had to do, and I'm still following her story. She just reunited with her daughter after
And see.
22 years.
Mm-mm.
But the church is the problem. The church is a trafficking hub.
And that's sad. That's how you know we're in our last days. When the church is supposed to be the safe haven, and it become not even a safe haven for kids. It now is a place of horror. Yeah, that's a place of horror where your child is subject to go in and never come out type
Exactly.
situation. Like, what are we doing here? And it's so many. Don't get me wrong. I know Detroit probably has some beautiful, beautiful people in there, but because you got so many spoiled apples in there, it's just like it just leave a bad taste on your mouth. Like people ought to be afraid to go to Detroit. I'm not gonna lie, because you don't know what you're gonna
Exactly.
get caught up in. That's worse than going to Las Vegas or something like that. Like even though I know I've said I would never, I could never, because I
That's
know
right.
me. I if I go to Detroit, I'm looking for somebody. And the
Me
name
too.
is Shannon and Annette and
Me too.
Marquita. And like if I make a trip, that's who I'm going to go look for at this point, because I'm not just going to visit nobody.
Exactly.
Nobody.
And my
No.
biggest thing with all of this is like that like what I just uncovered with the girl with the baby that they found, her daughter they found in that church. Tell me why when all of this came out about with Naziyah, right?
Mm-hmm.
When all of this came out about with Naziyah, why did that preacher or that pastor, the bishop, whatever you call his damn name, why did he instantly kick Annette out of her church, out of his church?
You talking about after this hit the fan? After this went viral?
Oh yeah, He didn't want the heat to come back at his church. He did
Well,
not want his church to be
that's
affiliated with what was going on.
oh
But it
yeah.
was too late, bitch. I done seen the pictures.
Oh yeah, that's why. And like you said, it's for them to know that they're guilty. Why would you snatch the pictures off your Facebook now? Though y'all
That's
been
right.
had them up. Ain't no telling how long them pictures been up. But then now all of a sudden, because you know y'all church is up under investigation, has to be. Yeah, because you can't tell me this kind of sick stuff is going on and they not investigating these people too. So y'all did all of that. Yeah, and that you had to get the hell up out you had to get up out of there.
That's right.
You had to, cause now we can't bring no kids here. But when you were saying that, I'm saying to myself, when have you ever went to a church and it's an all women's church?
Hmm.
And
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 that's
and the pastor is a man, and it's not a woman, but you got an all woman. If that's not sinister, like
yes,
something about that sounds very sick.
that's exactly right. Another Jim Jones.
You took the words right out of my mouth. That's
And that's the
exactly what this
same
reminds
man.
me.
You're right. You're absolutely right, Charlotte's Web. That's the very same man. Annette was sleeping with the bishop.
Mm. That and this the one we saying that could be one of them kids' dads.
Uh-huh.
It makes sense now. It's making sense. It's each every time we look around, it's starting to make more and more and more sense. Yeah.
All on his Facebook post, Shannon calling him daddy.
Hmm.
Even Evangelist calling the man daddy.
I thought I did hear him say that.
Shit.
I thought I did hear him say that. I promise you I did. Daddy.
Yeah.
But
Evangelist calling daddy.
hmm, why
Who
we
the
keep
hell want to
calling
sit in
why
an
we keep
all
calling this
woman's
man the
church?
evangelist? Why we keep calling him the evangelist? Let us not do that.
Yeah, yeah, we gotta stop doing that. Yeah, yeah.
I'm just not trying to take nothing from him. What him and God got going on is between him and God. But on this case, you a bold faced lie, my dude. I don't respect you as no evangelist because
No,
tell the truth. If you want to do anything, since you want to claim that title, tell the truth.
tell the truth.
Period. And we won't have to keep speculating because you're telling us the truth. But you want us to keep respecting you as an evangelist? Nah, get your
That's
weird
right.
self on somewhere.
That's exactly right.
Again, handcuffs for everybody. Haul them off. We done playing with them. I really don't. Again, I don't want to hear nothing else from it. It's just like I said. I came on once I started hearing about this evangelist surfacing out the mud. The dirt he came from, trying to clear the air on. You can't clear the air on nothing because if you didn't tell the
Nothing.
truth the first time, I'm damn sure not expecting you to tell the truth the second go round. You only get one hit
Exactly.
or miss with me.
And Debbie, you're absolutely right. That the bishop's wife, she have nothing but the missing girls posted on her page. Oh, this one
Oh my
missing, that one
lord.
missing, but not one picture of Naziyah.
Mm.
So then somebody came into the chat one night and they said, "MOCA, you're looking at her. You're looking at those pictures wrong." I'm like, "What do you mean?" "MOCA, that's a code." I said, "What you mean that's a code?" "The girls that's on that lady's wall, they're not
Mm.
missing. They're reported missing by their families and whatever. But
Mm.
those girls are right there with that bishop and his
Hmm.
wife, and they're ready to be auctioned off."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and that's what I believe about Roxy. That's what I was saying about Roxy. She's the what they call it. It's a name for it. It's like a I don't know. It's not a safe house. We can't say safe house, but
No,
it's a
no.
trafficking. It's a trafficking house for the kids. And I believe
Hmm.
she was over there. You get what I'm trying
Yeah,
to say? When the kids get transported, they gotta be put somewhere. So how
somewhere.
we
And
know that the house that she was buying wasn't a
it
put up
wasn't for
spot?
that reason. And how do we know that she wasn't the transporter?
Exactly, because what Kiwana said, Kenya, where's Naziyah?
That's right.
We
Why?
know she
Oh,
got because the way Kenya was saying that, she know Naziyah was in your truck.
that's right.
Kenya, where's
That's
Naziyah?
what Kawana said, and Kawana said it with conviction.
Hmm. You just can't get over that. Like I say, it's just certain things that just stick out, that just jump out, and it's that kind of stuff because Kenya, you was on the forefront to take this woman to go get a new van. You also they throwing allegations your way saying that you was right there to you was there when they were finding shoes and clothes and tethers and you was everywhere but nowhere, just like your daughter, everywhere but nowhere.
That's right.
And we didn't find out you was even on the playing field with your daughter until a couple of months ago.
That's right.
Nobody even knew you
And
went
Shannon
out there with
Lewis,
Mark D.
Shannon, I agree with you, boo. It have to be some form of government involvement for these people to run an operation like this. And
Hmm.
the government is definitely involved.
Oh yeah.
Detroit hands is all over this shit.
Oh yeah. And then my question is, why Roxy partner not? And I keep bringing it because God just keep laying this woman on my heart. Why her partner not has not been investigated if she works for DPD?
Hmm.
Why
Because
is she?
they're all in it together.
That's where the tips coming from. We'll take this out here and go put this here. Well, did you forget in the report then? Because neither one of y'all ain't reading it. Did y'all forget the people to search this place 2 and 3 times? They said officers was on hand by foot, by boat, and they went into the same place y'all went twice, not once but twice. Once the ground was a little withered, but then the next time the ground was dry. So when did y'all put when did you find it, Roxanne?
Exactly.
Do
Nobody want to look at the big picture, but this girl is in the center of it all.
Hmm.
She definitely is.
In order for me to get up off her back, they gotta prove something to me to discontinue her from this
That's
case. Like
I've
you
been
gotta
saying that
prove
from day
she's not
one.
part of this. To me, that's just me.
Hey, I came with you today. Welcome, boo. Welcome back, Top Light. Scandalous. Hey, boo. Scam said he's an evangelize.
Okay, that he is, baby. He ain't a venge of nothing. He a
That's
venge of God.
crazy.
But Mocha
But
is
guys,
been a bless, baby.
we done uncovered a lot. We done uncovered a lot, and we're gonna be back at tomorrow to pick up where we left off. We done did us 2 hours, girl.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Prime
Yeah,
time is the right time.
yeah. And girl, I appreciate you hopping on this panel tonight.
I ain't had no choice, Mo. Like I said, I've been MIA over the weekend, and both times I'm like, dang, I couldn't catch it because I was out in the streets and things of that nature. And I'm like, dang, I couldn't catch it. Dang, I couldn't catch it. But I made sure, baby, I brought my pen and paper. My husband was like, oh, he's like, oh, you taking no? And you know it when you see the pen, when you see the red pen come out, you know what time it is, baby. I'm doing this research. I got to
I
get
know that's right.
get my ducks in a row, cause baby, I don't want to lie on nobody's name.
Nobody.
See, they don't mind coming to the forefront, and I'm gonna come to the forefront with the truth on things that y'all said. See, you
That's what I
got
said.
to
I'm not going to sit up here and try to implicate nobody, but I'm coming back with your truth. That the truth that you didn't put out there. You
thank
put
you,
something out there. It wasn't the truth, but I'm gonna dress your truth up.
thank you, thank you.
I ain't gotta lie on nobody. That's something I refuse to do.
Hmm. And I be with you, Mocha. I'm not gonna lie. When you get teared, I get teared. And I be like, Mocha, don't do it. You gotta stay strong for all of us. Like, hold it together, sis. Hold it together.
Girl, girl,
I be hold it together, sis. Hold it together, baby. Cause
girl.
ain't nobody gonna do the crime fighting like you gonna do. It's easy to get up here and be messy and be distracted. But when you keep hitting key points and you making ghost riders come from the backyard to the front yard, oh, I know it's
Exactly.
when we done touch the subject. I know it's when
They
we hit
coming. They coming, boo.
especially when you get to spurring that truth out on them. Oh, they coming, and they don't come to see. This is how I know God be protecting this channel because they won't come. They
Distraction.
won't come here. They'll go, and I'm
No,
gonna leave that alone.
I had to go around the corner. I know.
There we go. They'll drop
Mm-hmm.
their mail off at somebody else's house instead of
Thank you,
addressing
Rhonda.
instead of addressing the address where it came from. They'll go around the
Ex-
corner and put their
and
business
then
over
it
there.
becomes messy. I don't do mess.
Me neither. I promise you
Mm-mm.
do. I
I don't do mess.
and I'm like, I don't know everything. No, I don't. I'm not gonna. I wouldn't never say because this is not my life. My life is
Right.
something similar to this. I'm a survivor of a situation like this.
Right.
With that being, I can't speak for Naziyah, but I can kind of relate to her thinking process because I was of that age when this was happening to me. You get what
Correct.
I'm saying? So I can
Correct.
relate. I can correlate to what was going on and kind of put my. Well, I remember when I was young. I remember this was happening, and then I can remember being groomed this way. I can see like I can see it from a different perspective when you're a victim. So
Right.
I don't
And
try to
then
always be
also,
right. No, I
you
be
know,
want to
like
be
this,
the
the
victim.
stance I take, you have to put yourself in a position, if you really, really care about this situation,
Yes, ma'am.
speak from a place of being a mother, speak from a place of being a grandmother.
Yes, ma'am.
Because just like Naziyah is out there somewhere crying for her own life right now, it
Yes,
could have been your child.
yes,
It could have
ma'am.
been mine. And you would want somebody to advocate for you the very same way without making a mockery of this shit.
Oh yes, ma'am. Oh yes, ma'am. Especially when all you're trying to do is get the truth out and find a baby.
And
That's
that's it, and that's all.
and I
That's
don't
it,
think
and
they
that's
get
all.
that. I don't think they, you have some people in the world that will play with you just to get a reaction at you. And that's
Right.
what these are the type of people that we're dealing with right now. They're only around to get a reaction out of what we know. Not because they know the truth already. It's
Yes,
not
they
like
do.
they don't know. Everybody that has come forth knows the truth. It's just
Exactly.
you just trying to see the reaction out of people. That's the sick part behind
That
it.
yes, yes. And I don't like that part.
Like
Because then you're making a whole mockery of this baby. And
yeah,
she don't deserve it. She done went through a damn no.
her and millions other like this is all I was saying. Even if you didn't care about this baby while she was alive,
Mm,
care enough for her now that she's not around to do what's in her best interest for her and her for the rest of the we want peace of mind because all of us and took this baby to our heart. We take her to sleep with us. We wake up with her. We
exactly.
ride down the street like we think see some or hear some. We thinking that we correlate Naziyah. So now when we see other kids going through this, we can relate. Okay, that's a Naziyah situation. Naziyah situation. So we doing all that. Give us a peace of mind. That's
That's it, and
it.
that's all. But
But
yet
y'all so easy
they're
trying to be
related to her.
evil.
They love her so much. They could miss me with that shit.
Now you I wouldn't want you to love on the dog. So the
Exactly.
same Dre dog they took, I wouldn't even want you to care for that. So I don't want
Right.
you. I you can keep your love, baby. I don't even want
Hmm.
that. I just want the truth.
And
Now,
even me, no matter how much I say, well, I'm gonna just let Naziyah sit here for a minute and move on to something else. I can't.
cause she gonna come to you and let you know you
Mhm.
you on the right spot. Keep going in that direction.
Exactly. And I tried many times doing something else, and I can't. She refused to let me go.
She ain't gonna let you go like that. She's not. Cause again, anytime I can't speak on all this, but anytime I was drawn to this channel. I was drawn to this channel because when I heard you on the other channel, I said, you know what? That lady talks with sense. She talks with intelligence, like she's an intelligent person.
Thank
I don't
you.
want to be dismantled by the mess. Now let me go see what she talking about. And then when
Hmm.
I realized it was your voice, it was your mindset, and all that went together. Like, you didn't have one thing good about yourself and that. No, you started out the way I needed to start out with the prayer. That's
Right.
little do you know when everybody hear that prayer around it kind of ring around the world for
Exactly.
for a lot of us. So Naziyah is pulling on each one of us as you're
That's
praying.
right. That's right.
So again, Mocha, don't ever stop doing what you're doing because you
I
don't just
can't.
bring up the awareness for Naziyah. You bring up the awareness for a lot of other kids behind her. See,
Exactly.
this kind of stuff that you're doing makes people fearful of being um what's the word I'm looking for? Of being careless. See, now
That's
they got to
right.
get on top of their stuff now because now they know people are watching them. And that's
Right.
why we
Right.
commend you the most is because you didn't put it out there. You got people that was doing this stuff. They scared now. Oh, them devils scared. They running because they scared to get exposure on them. So
Exactly.
don't never stop doing what you're doing, especially when God and grabbed you by the hand and told you this is your calling. Don't do
That's
that.
right. That's
Don't
exactly
give them a
right.
satisfaction. They don't do to. Well, I
That's
love you,
exactly
baby.
right. I love you even more, sis, and I appreciate you tonight. Tonight has been awesome. And that's what we do. We love on one another in here, you know, and we all are like minded. We all here for the very same reason. And Naziyah got us all here like this,
Oh yes, ma'am. Oh
you know.
yes,
And
ma'am.
if we lose focus, you know, then what's our point?
It's none because that means we sat here and we wasted our time. We just talking about it. We're not actually doing nothing about it. We just gossiping. Basically, that's what it
Exactly.
would seem as if we're just up here gossiping. No,
That's right.
we're getting
That's right.
awareness. Because again, a lot of people have come forth with their own story, seeing themselves out of this own story, and they can't get that when the channel is being distracted by other things. We
That's
focusing on
right.
the wrong. Like what are we talking? What we came here for a title.
Exactly.
I don't care about who did what on what, and that. What does that have to deal with the case in hand? That's what we come here for, and that's all we need, Mocha. That's all we ask you. Just keep standing on Naziyah. Keep standing for her, standing with her, and just don't let nobody make you change. Just don't change. That's all I ask. Just don't change.
And baby, you don't have to worry about that because once God got His hands on it, that's it, and that's all.
Hmm. That's
That's
it.
it, and that's all. Hey, Nikesha, welcome, boo. You have to catch that good old replay because we on our way up out of here.
Yes, ma'am. All right, love. I see y'all later. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Same
All
Nola
right,
Bell
sis.
time. Same Nola
Oh,
Bell channel.
yes, ma'am. Love you, girl.
Love you as well. Bye
All
bye.
right. Good night. Well, guys, we have hey Bertha and Nakisha. Y'all sisters gonna have to catch that good old replay. Y'all, we had an awesome live tonight. Terrific, you crazy. It's actually funny you mentioned Millie. My daughter just got put on to Millie. She was like, "Oh my God, y'all crazy." But either way, y'all, it was beautiful tonight. It was beautiful. And once again, I thank each and every one of you all. Like I said, y'all could have been anywhere. Anywhere. But y'all chose to rock it out here with us. And for that, we appreciate each and every one of you. And for those of you who have not yet hit that like button on your way out, make sure you do that for your girl. You know? Because I'm only doing what I've been called to do. And that's being a voice for these babies. Desire deserves so much more. She deserves so much more. And I'll see you all on tomorrow, God's Spare, same time, same place. And we're going to pick up and dig up some more stuff. Because, you know, if we don't backtrack from where we once started and start making this make sense, it'll never make sense. Thank you, LaConger. I love you all. I'm going to say God bless each and every one of you all. Good night. I love you. Shout out to the replay gang. You guys rock. Moderators, y'all know I love y'all big, big, big because y'all rock it out with me. Love you guys. Good night.
She ain't gone. No, she just hiding behind the lies. They keep on writing. I feel her voice. I hear her crying. But they too busy testifying. Saying nothing while she dying inside. She ain't gone. She just fighting to survive. She said she needed help in class that day. Laid out on the floor, tears in the way. Told the teacher she need a word, not a test. But they passed her off like the pain was just stress. Mama acting like she ain't see a thing, but checking a tablet, deleting the strings. The truth in a locker, the truth in a phone. They try to act like she ran off alone.
portrayal lies, got them swearing to God, but the ones in the pews know the story too odd. Why you wanna stand talking? I don't recall. You was posting like everything's fine, that's all. She had bruises and bags, she had silence and shade. They let that man stay while she tried to escape. A house full of whispers, a shop full of ghosts, but we saw them cameras and we the most.
She ain't gone, no, she just hiding behind the lies. They keep on writing, I feel her voice, I hear her crying, but they too busy testifying, saying nothing while she dying inside. She ain't gone, she just fighting to survive.
Good night, everyone.